Hello and welcome to this video to introduce going to university. My name is Sophie and I work here at Birkbeck supporting adults who are coming to university after a break in education. If you're listening to this, then it's likely that you'll have some interest in going to university yourself, so I hope that this will help you to take your first steps towards making that important decision to apply to study. Remember, it's a journey. You don't have to do it all at once, you can take it at your own pace, and there's lots of help along the way. This video is aimed at those who have little to no knowledge of university already, and covers the following: why go to university, the benefits of studying at university, and some next steps. Here at Birkbeck, we have a really diverse student body who come from all backgrounds and walks of life. One thing that many of our students have in common is that they have taken a journey to university which didn't necessarily start at school or college. They might have had a family and decided to return to learning once the kids were grown up. They might have built a successful career and then decided to go to university to study more based on the knowledge they'd gained through their job. Or they might simply have had a real passion and love for a subject and wanted to learn more about it. The point I'm trying to make here is it's never too late to study at university. And regardless of what you've done before or your previous experience of education, you absolutely could go to university if that's something you want to do. People have lots of different reasons for going to university. For many, it's to boost their career. Of course, for some sectors, getting a particular qualification or studying a specific subject at a higher level is necessary. But whatever you study at university, you'll gain new knowledge, develop your research and writing skills, and other soft skills such as critical thinking, problem solving and interpersonal skills, which are sought after by employers across all sectors. So for this reason, I'd always advise people to study something they're interested in first and foremost. The reason for this is that you'll be so much more motivated to persevere through difficult times if you're doing something you really love and are interested in. And although obviously there's a lot of value from an employability perspective in studying at university, depending on the course that you take, you could be studying from 1 to 4 years, so it's really important to find something you'll enjoy spending that much time on, regardless of the outcome at the end. Another motivation to study at university could be to take on a new challenge. Coming to university, you will find yourself out of your comfort zone in lots of ways. You might be studying in a different way to what you're used to, for one. For example, doing written assessments which are marked and given feedback. You'll be encouraged to develop your own response to what you're reading. You'll learn new terminology which you might not have known before, and ways of writing which might be different to what you've done before. It will challenge you, but remember, if you knew it all already, you wouldn't need to come here and study it. And don't forget, you're not alone in this. There is plenty of support available. And there are lots of benefits to studying at university. We've already touched on all the employability skills you'll develop, which will help you in your professional development, whichever sector or role you come from, or whatever you do next. And there are lots of ways it will support you in your personal development too. You'll have loads of people to meet, all with their own life experiences. Learning new things boosts your self-esteem and confidence. And as you probably know, learning, whichever way, whatever level you're doing it at, is really good for your brain, for your well-being, and for those around you who will be able to see what's possible for them. Just bear in mind, wherever you come from in life or industry, you will already have a lot of skills which will be very useful for applying to university. At Birkbeck, we're less concerned about the academic qualifications you've got or your previous education history, and much more interested in what you've been doing and your enthusiasm for your chosen subject. We want to know what transferable work or life skills you've developed and how these could be applied to your studies. And if you've done any other learning recently, whether that's work-based, online, informal, this will help too, to show that you're ready to take the next step in your learning journey. So, in this video, we've thought about why you might want to go to university and what the benefits are. Perhaps you'd like to reflect now on your own reasons for wanting to go to university, and maybe write them down somewhere if you haven't already done that. Think about how you'd feel when you completed your course, and how your family and friends might feel too. Writing these reasons down can help you to be accountable to yourself, and also you can always go back to them in the future, especially if you go on to study the course, if things get tough. The reasons will be very personal, and everyone is different, so don't compare yourself or base them on what others might think or want. Sharing these reasons with others might give you validation and support in taking the next step, or you could choose to keep them to yourself for the moment. But be bold and honest with yourself about what you really want. This is your journey. Go back to the reasons that you've written when you're looking at courses, because you'll want to make sure the course that you eventually choose meets those aims. If this video has got you fired up and ready to take your next step, then we've produced a whole series of videos to help you take each step on the journey to university. So why not watch the next one now, which is on making a decision about studying at university. If you'd like to contact us with any questions, then our email address is getstarted@bbk.ac.uk, and you can find out more about the courses that we offer here at Birkbeck at bbk.ac.uk/study. We'd love to hear from you.